先 Okay.
Good morning.
Hello, good
evening.
morning, and good
Good
evening.
morning.
Welcome to our 3D Maker Salon.
Episode 22.
And this is Spring.
I'm Joanna.
And we have Neil Bowden here with us today.
And
Hello.
thank you, Neil, to join us to share his experience in 3D printing. If you are
Okay.
here, and welcome to say hi or hello to us. Also,
You can give a comments here to join us to make discussion online. And before to going live,
we'd like to invite you to share our live show to your timeline or groups to invite more friends to join us. Because at last, we have a quiz section to give away free gifts. You can invite your friends to join us to answer questions to win gifts.
Yes, if you are interested to join more of our live streaming in the future, also you can like our main page, Geeetech page. And every Friday or Saturday, we will have a live streaming. Welcome you to join us and share more with your friends.
Yes, and on our Facebook page, we will have continuous activities for you to win free gifts, also the discount codes.
Yes, Joanna, for 3D Maker Salon, normally we have 3D hobbyists to join us to discuss about their experience. And also in our live streaming, we always like to share more information and also new updates from our Geeetech site, especially for special promotions and also coupons as well. Except that, most importantly, we like to invite more people to share about their own experience, innovations, and also ideas about 3D making. And so this is something very interesting. And now we are opening the platform for more enthusiasts to join us.
Yes, if you want to be our speaker or guest, feel free to apply on our official website, and you can contact Spring directly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, would you like to invite Neil to introduce a little bit about him? Hey, Neil.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. Can you
Great.
make an introduction for yourself to let our friends know more about you?
How did you
Okay.
get into 3D making?
Yep.
Yeah.
My name's Neil, and I'm living in Vietnam. I'm originally from Australia. My hobbies are like electronics and computers. So I originally got into 3D printing because I wanted a 3D printer to help me print parts for my projects. Okay. And I'll show you a project that I've done.
Wow.
This
That's
LED clock, right? Is the reason why I bought the 3D printer. I saw someone make this on YouTube, so I'll just reset it to show you some of its. Okay, so that's it resetting, doing a test pattern, and then it will get the time from Wi-Fi from the network, and now it's got the time and it's updating. So each of these segments is a 3D print. So that's 1, 2, 3. So 6 parts. I had to do 6 parts and glue it together. And that is a dual color print. The white part and the black part are printed together. Okay. Originally, I had one where I had the white bits clip in, but they kept falling out. So I made it a dual color print, one piece.
So you bought our 3D printing first because you want to build this clock.
Yep. So I wanted to build the project and build the clock, and the mount is like a custom mount for the NeoPixel strip, which is like they're the lights that go inside. So they're a multicolor light that you can program.
So the what model are you using now? Our 3D printer.
Okay, I use the Geeetech A10M, and I've done a lot of upgrades to it. Okay.
Oh,
I've
so
heard.
Geeetech 10M.
Yep.
And okay, you said you made several updates or upgrades about the printer. Can you show us your upgrades?
Okay, so I'll just grab the camera. Okay, so one of the upgrades is I've got dual stepper motors. That's pretty difficult to show, but I got one here which has been added, and I've had to move the power supply off to the side. The other thing is I have a capacitance probe here. Okay, so my bed is plastic, and I use a capacitance probe for auto bed leveling. Okay.
How do you benefit from the upgrades?
The capacitance probe has made it easier to level a bed. I can just start a print, it auto homes, and I can have the Z offset set very accurately. Okay, so I get a very good first layer. With the dual stepper motors, that allows the X carriage to be more level. Okay, so having one driver, sometimes you may tilt. Okay, so having them both drive together, it stays even. Okay. Another important upgrade I did at the start was to replace the stepper drivers with our TMC 2208 silent drivers. So now it's very quiet when I'm using the printer. Because it's in my bedroom, often my wife will be sleeping and she doesn't want to have the of the stepper motors. So now it's very quiet. Okay.
Okay. So you sent us a video. Is it also about upgrades? Spring, let's share the video.
Yep.
Okay. Wait a second. Let's see the video and share it. So how long have you been in 3D printing, Neil? Which year
I've been
did you...
3D printing. Yeah, I've been 3D printing about a year and a half, and I find 3D printing is a very good device to learn a lot, because you have to learn about CAD work, slicing, 3D modeling, electronics, firmware, upgrading Marlin, and upgrading the actual parts of the printer. So there's many technologies that come together for 3D printing. So it's like a very broad skill set. There's like software, mechanics, electronics, computer, all comes together to make a 3D printer.
That's great.
So
okay. So we haven't found the video. Let's start other topic, and Spring is looking for the video first. So on our Geeetech A10M, how many prints have you printed? Can you show us some of your prints?
okay, so
besides the clock.
yep. So for example, this was my first vase mode printer. It doesn't look like a vase, but it's actually done by a single line, one continuous line. Okay, it's like a tesseract pyramid. Okay, so it's very solid, but it's one single line that never stops. Okay.
Pen looks great
Yep, and like
and
this is
pure.
a small one. Okay, that took about 10 minutes. This one took about 14 hours. Okay, so
Okay. So any other prints?
yep. This is a recent one. My wife, she likes to do some upload videos to YouTube. So this is a GoPro holder. Okay.
Camera holder.
Yep, GoPro camera. And it's also a tripod. Okay, so
People one.
you can have it as a tripod, and you can fold up and use it as a handle. Okay.
I
And
like
you
this one.
can change the top mount and have it for a phone holder, different things. Okay, so that you find this on Thingiverse.
So it's like a multifunctional
Multifunction.
tool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I
What the
like
material you use?
this was I think printed in PETG. Okay, so the two materials I normally print with is PLA and PETG.
Okay.
Okay, so if I want the print stronger or more heat resistant, I'll use PETG. And here's another one. So this is called Another Machine Vice on Thingiverse. So it's a multi-part print. Okay, so it's a vice just to hold things when I'm working. And you have three sets of gears here. Okay.
Okay, so
And another little phone holder that can collapse.
Phone holder.
this is phone holder.
Yep,
Okay.
Okay. So you can use that to hold your phone. Okay.
Okay. So mostly you printed something that is useful for your own hobby.
Yeah. Something just for fun, like a little puzzle.
Functional tools.
Okay.
So you
So
line. Yep. Little whistle. Yeah. The children
okay,
like.
which one do you like best? Which one is your favorite?
Probably the phone holder. Oh yeah, the clock would be my favorite, but I kind of forget that I've done that because it's just always there. But like, I like the phone holder because it's like small and folds up, so it's very, very neat.
For printing those works, do you design it by what? Do you mostly design a module by yourself, or you find similar ones and edit it according to your needs?
Originally, when I first started printing, I just downloaded models off Thingiverse because I didn't know how to do CAD work. But as I learned Tinkercad and get better at it, I now do a lot of custom models. So I'll either modify what's I find on Thingiverse, or if I can't find it, I'll design my own part. I designed, like for example, I designed my own part. This is the amount for the E3D. Amount for the Geeetech to mount the E3D hot end. Okay, so that was customized. I built. It took about probably a week or so to build this, and as I built it, I kept changing it to improve it, make it better, as I full of new ideas. And as you can see, that's it here. Okay. So it looks quite complex, but the actual back of it is quite simple. It's like it uses all the fans for the extra mounting.
Okay.
Okay. So it's just a matter of like, I just modify if I think I can do something better or if I want to do something different. If I don't like how something looks, yeah. So it's once you
So-
learn Tinkercad or software, it's very easy to change because everybody has a different idea about how things should be done. Okay, and with 3D printing, your ideas become real. So
Okay. During the process of 3D printing, what parts do you think is most important to get a perfect work?
okay, the main thing for 3D printing is to get a good first layer. Okay. So you need to have your initial layer height set well, your initial bed temperature, your print speed. So for very small parts, you need to like slow your print speed. Okay. And with the models, you can do a lot to make it easier to print. So if you can remove supports, it allows you to print faster and there's less post processing. So I try to design my model so I don't need supports. Okay, so try and reduce the overhangs, and often by the overhangs, if you just make it a 45-degree angle at the bottom of your print, you can print that. But if you have a curve, it's very difficult to print a curve. Okay, but a 45 angle or steeper can be easily printed.
Okay. Okay, we have found a video that you have made for upgrades. Let's share it.
Okay.
Okay. In the video. Wait a second.
It's a bit slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not like this. They cannot see this. You share wrong screen. Edit. Okay. Quick tab. 整个屏幕吧，你的整个屏幕。对。哎，还想不要。
I think anyone 3D printing, you shouldn't be scared to try CAD work. It's the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Okay.
While you're doing that, you can see my filament dryer in the background on my video. So I use that for drying my PETG. So in Vietnam, there's a lot of humidity, and my PETG will get moisture very rapidly. So before I print PETG, I have to dry the filament overnight, and that helps having a very good print with PETG.
Can you see it?
No.
Okay.
Maybe it's too small.
Or I will try now.
Okay.
Hello.
This
This
one?
is
Not on the screen. Okay, I'll send it to Facebook. Too large. Cannot share it. Okay, let's.
There's
Okay,
a question.
let's stop this.
Okay,
Let's
someone's
stop.
talking about Marlin in the comments. I'm running the latest Marlin bug fix, so I normally update monthly, and if I see anything in Marlin that's useful, I'll update like the next day kind of thing. So
Okay, let's see comments from our friends. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, William. Hello, Matt. Hello. Good morning. Hello, Al.
Thank you for sharing to your group.
Yes, thank you. Hello.
Hello, Nadia,
Nadia.
from Indina.
Yeah, hello, Jimmy. From YouTube. Hello, Remy. Okay, it's the Marlin 2.x firmware for the A30 ready. For this part, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we will not have the Marlin firmware for A30T. Hello.
Hello, William.
Now practical prints. Yes. Hello.
Oh, OnePlus for Tinkercad.
yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, as
we cannot manage to play it. Don't know why. Okay, let's continue our talk with Neil. And for the prints, you said you also did it by yourself, right? So let's talk about the STL file you made by yourself. Can you share us how do you do it, and some suggestions for someone who want to learn about it?
Okay. I use Cura software for slicing my STL files, and I normally try and print 0.2, which is half the nozzle size. So my nozzle is 0.4, so 0.2 gives a good clean print. Okay, if I want faster, I'll go to like 0.28. If I want very fine detail, I go to 0.12. I always use a multiple of 0.02 millimeters, okay, which is like a magic number. So that 0.02 is the steps that the V-axis will raise in a complete step cycle, okay? I always use at least 2 walls, but often I'll print 3 or 4. Anything that has a hole for mounting a thread, like these threads here. So when I have a thread on my project, I always have 3 or 4 perimeters, walls, to make the thread strong. The other thing is I adjust my infill for the model. So I don't have too much infill. I normally keep it between like 10 and 20% for infill. I like to try and print at a hotter temperature to make a strong model. Okay, so the hotter you have your PLA or PETG, the stronger your print will be, but there'll be less detail. So if I'm doing a print that has to look good, I'll use lower temp, but if I want stronger, I'll have a higher temp. You need to adjust your print speed. So something big, I can go like 60 millimeters per second or 80, but for like small objects like this, where you have fine detail, I'll use like 20 or 30 millimeters per second print speed. So with your slicing and your printing, it's just a matter of experience. So the more you do it, the more you realize what works and what doesn't work. So it's just gaining experience and also learning from other people. So there's a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people on the Facebook groups that can give you advice. So feel free to ask questions, show your bad prints if you have problems, and people will tell you how to improve it. Okay, I answer a lot of questions on Facebook, on the groups about printing problems, about problems with the printer hardware, about firmware, about electronics. So I like to help people to get better results. Yeah, with the slicing, just try it, see how your print looks. If you don't like it, you can cancel the print, change some settings, start again. So sometimes I may take 2 or 3 attempts to get the first layer correct. And sometimes when you start printing, you may notice a detail that you didn't notice in the slicer. So as you see it printing, you realize maybe your infill's the wrong size, wrong perimeters. So you can go back to your slicer, correct that, and start again. So I always pay very close attention to the initial layer, to the first couple of layers, make sure it's building correctly. If there's any problem, I'll just start again and redo it to make it perfect, because you need that first few layers perfect to guarantee a good print job. Okay. Are there any questions from the users about slicing or setting up your prints? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep.
Yeah.
So for editing the STL file, what's the purpose of adding it? Like saving the printing time or saving cost, or just avoid the failure?
I like to customize my prints, and I like to remove features that will be difficult to print. So like if I have overhangs or curves on the base of your model, I'll change the curve into a rebate, like a solid angle. Okay, because the printer is very good at doing angles of 45 or more. But if you have a slope curve, the start of the slope will be very poor. Okay, so curves below the model give a bad effect. Okay, but a 45 degree will be very easy. Okay, so you learn to have like 45-degree angles or steeper on the below your model. You can have curves on the top. That's no problem. For example, if I have two angles meet, I will normally put a curve where they join. So okay, that takes away the stress from the edge of the corner. Okay, so I'll have a filleted curve in a corner. Okay, so that's what I'll often do on models, to strengthen the corner, put a gentle curve in the corner.
We got one comment from William. He said you should use support blockers to add additional walls to screw or threaded areas.
Yeah, I do use support blockers to remove supports I don't need. But often I'll edit the model, the STL, so I don't need supports. Okay, so I'll edit the model to remove supports if I can, and only use them where I have to.
Okay, great.
I do use support blockers in Cura to remove support area. Because sometimes Cura will put too much supports in.
Yeah, so support is important, I think, to in many models, just to avoid jobs.
Yep.
So for making a new STL file to design a new model, what aspects do you think we need to pay attention to when designing the model to avoid failure?
Okay. As you design your model, you want to keep it simple. Okay, so try and in Tinkercad. There's a lot of parts in the library. So as you explore the library, you'll find there's parts that are pre-built. So often, if you use those instead of building your own, you can save a lot of time. And often those parts will be you better edit them in Tinkercad, like their size, their shape, their height. You'll have settings where you can put numbers in to change those values. Okay. So originally, I didn't realize there was a fillet rebate option in Tinkercad, so I was doing that manually. Later, I found that there was a rebate which you could use to add to your models and make adding that curve in the corner very easy and rounding off the corners. Okay. So yeah. So if you explore Tinkercad, you'll find it has a lot of features, a lot of parts in the library you can use.
Okay, so for you, what's the most difficult part for you to design a new model or editing the SCL?
It's not difficult to edit or to make new because you have the idea. Okay, so once you learn how to do CAD work, the skill becomes very powerful. Okay, so once you learn how to do some CAD work, it's very easy just to put things together and build. Okay, so Tinkercad is just adding parts together and deleting parts. Okay, adding shapes and deleting shapes. So it's a very simple process, but it can be very powerful once you learn how to do it. So, for example, this very detailed part for my hot end is just Tinkercad. So it's a lot of different shapes, but you just a lot of fine detail, but you just keep adding and building and putting things in and out, and you get quite complex models. So you first see Tinkercad, think it's very simple compared to something like Fusion 360, but it's a process of many steps. So the more steps you do, the more detail you can have.
Okay, do you have any suggestions for new beginners who want to make their own SL files, the new model? Any suggestions for them to learn about it?
Don't be afraid to start. Start with something simple. Put some squares on Tinkercad and add some triangles and circles and just make some shapes. Learn how to do it. Okay, because the more you use it, and the more easier it gets. And there's a lot of YouTube videos. There's a lot of guides on how to do things in Tinkercad. So if there's something you're unsure of, just Google it and find out how other people do it. There's also like an isometric thread. So these threads for practical print, you do a lot of threads for like screwing things together. So Tinkercad has an isometric thread in the library. So that allows you to customize your threads. Okay, so that originally I was copying threads from other models, and later on I found that Tinkercad has this built in. So once I found that, it made it a lot more easy. Okay, so the more you explore Tinkercad, more you explore its features, the more you find it's useful. So, like I can show you on.
Okay. After making the SL file, we have to test it first, right? So during your experience in making your own SL file, your own model, and then test it, what are the problems you usually meet during your 3D printing?
Okay, when you build your own CAD work and you go to test it, you usually have a problem. Okay, it's very common.
Yes.
Often
yes,
you'll have,
that's
for
very
example,
common.
often you may have your measurements wrong. Okay, so as you're building your model, you think you've got it right, but when you print it out, you realize that, okay, you may have your measurements wrong. Part of your model may have a feature that's the wrong size. So you may be a couple of millimeters too big or small. So you got to go back and adjust that. I find with CAD work, the first one will always have some problem. Okay, because what you have in your mind, what you see on the screen is 2D. Okay, you print it out, it then becomes 3D. Okay, so the translation from a 2D flat screen to a 3D space shows you a lot of differences. Okay, so once you can hold it in your hand, you can spin it around all directions, measure it, and I always have a good ruler to measure what I'm doing, and I even have like a good set of calipers. Okay, so to measure parts of your model, to be exact,
Oh.
you need very accurate measurements. Okay, so
Yeah.
so having some very good measurement tools allows you to have very fine detail models and prints. So start simple, do some simple shapes, and just play with CAD. Play with your Tinkercad or Fusion 360, whatever you choose. Okay, just practice, 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 because that's how you learn. The more you use it, the better you get.
The most
So
simple
practice makes perfect.
Yep. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, because every mistake is a lesson to get better. Okay, so
Okay,
the more
what's the
mistakes,
biggest
the
lesson
more
you
quickly you
learned
learn.
in 3D printing? What's the biggest lesson you learned in 3D printing? So practice is the biggest.
Practice, yeah, because
makes perfect.
it's like anything. Like I said, 3D printing is many skills. You have the CAD work, you have the modeling, you have the slicing, you have the mechanics of the printer. Okay, you have the firmware, you have the printer settings on the LCD. All that comes together to make a good print. If you get one part wrong, it'll make the other parts wrong as well. Okay, so when you first 3D print, it is a lot to learn, but don't be scared, because very quickly it becomes habit. Okay, it becomes normal. You don't even think about it after a while. You just know what to do. Okay, so it's a very enjoyable hobby. It's a very good skill set, and it teaches you so much. So I find it was like there's always more to learn, and it's more you learn, the more you enjoy it, the more better results you get. Okay, so start simple, and gradually you'll get better and better. You'll start to upgrade. For example, I heard on someone said that 3D printing is used for printing 3D parts. Why do people have 3D printers? To print 3D parts, which is, yes, I've done that. I've printed a lot of parts for my printer, okay, because I want to improve it, okay?
Okay,
So,
you got a lot of fun during printing.
yeah.
The more you
So,
play, the more you enjoy it.
so with 3D printing, you can improve your 3D printing by 3D printing more parts, okay? So it builds on itself.
Winnie says YouTube is your friend.
Okay, that's a mistake. Okay, because I think he joined us through our Facebook channel, because this live is both on Facebook and YouTube, and also I think YouTube is our friend, but maybe YouTube not. Okay, so
So when we don't know something, we can always check it on YouTube and find some tutorials as well. So that'd be
So,
very good.
I bought my 3D printer from China. It took about a month to arrive. So while I was waiting, I was on YouTube researching, watching videos how to do things. So when I arrived, I had a lot of knowledge. And when it arrived, some parts were broken. So I then had to get some replacement parts to fix it, which made it wait even longer. So I kept looking at more YouTube videos, reading website articles. So having the more knowledge you have, the more you understand the printer. Okay, so just Google what you don't know, ask on the groups, ask on Facebook. A lot of information there. A lot of people want to share what they know.
Neil, from your experience that you use 3D printing for your own hobby, and do you also use it for making money?
Not really, because like I say, I'm living in Vietnam, and I can't speak Vietnamese, and I don't know how to use Vietnamese websites for selling or buying whatever. So it's normally just a personal thing for myself.
For fun.
for fun. And the actual 3D printer is a hobby by itself. So even though I have electronics and computing, 3D printing is now like the biggest part of the hobby. Okay, just it's fun to find new
So
models to print. You know, for like example, like this model, I don't really need it. I wanted to print it because I wanted to explore vase mode, and I like the look of this one, how it looks. It's something unusual. So I printed this just as a 3D sculpture, just for fun. Okay, just to
just
learn about the vase mode, how it works. Okay, even though it's not the usual round and round vase mode. Okay, so there's a lot of very unusual prints on Thingiverse or any modeling website. Okay, so there's many sites you can download models from.
okay.
There's even
So in the future, you just will continue use it for fun, right?
yeah.
So the upcoming Halloween is coming by November 1st. So will you print something for Halloween? What's your future
No,
plan for?
I'm from Australia and we don't celebrate Halloween. So Halloween's like American thing,
Oh,
and they do
so
have Halloween in Vietnam as well. But I have really no interest in Halloween. Okay, like
yeah, you
I don't
said
like
you're
I don't I
Australian
don't like
and
I don't
you're
like witches.
in
Yeah, I don't.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
So
so
both Vietnam and Australia do not sell Halloween, right? Do
yeah,
Vietnam sell Halloween?
but it's like American culture, American TV. It's everywhere. So we all know about Halloween. It's on their TV shows. It's on the internet. Um, they even commercial. You go to shops in Australia, they'll sell Halloween items. You know, they'll sell Halloween stuff on websites. Same in Vietnam. So it's everywhere. So American culture is everywhere. So everyone knows about
Everywhere we know it, just not typical
yeah.
typical
But
festival.
I like cultures from all around the world. You know, so like I like Asian culture. I like culture from like Europe, from Russia. Every culture has something we can learn, something of value. Okay, so different customs around the world is interesting. It's what makes the world interesting. So with the internet and with YouTube, Facebook, we all can become friends. We can all share our culture, our knowledge. Okay, so
Do you print something for your
Your own
family or
holiday?
friends? For other
I print some toys for children. You know, so I print. We had some young children here, and I print some like train sets where they can put blocks in the trains and put the trains together and drive the trains around. So one of my nephews, he liked trains, so I made a little train set and printed some little 3D cars. I printed some like sharks that you could like squeeze and their mouth would open. So like it's like the song Mummy Shark, Daddy Shark. So I print those for the children and they can play with their shark. So there's a lot of little toys on Thingiverse you can print for children, little gifts for your friends. You know, like little whistles. Kids love those. They're very loud, annoy their parents.
Okay. So let's share something about editing the STL file. How to repair holes and gaps.
With Tinkercad, you can just go open the model, and you can add to the model. Okay, so if there's any hole, you can pick a square or a curved surface and just merge it into the model, and that will fill up any holes. Okay, or if you want to cut away from the model, you can just subtract from using Tinkercad as well. So Tinkercad, it's an additive or subtracting process. So any shape in Tinkercad, you can invert it and make it like a hole. Okay.
Okay. So how to add thickness to the surface geometry, turning it into solid.
Okay, so adding thickness, you can just merge a shape with Tinkercad. Okay, or you can add a wall, make a thin layer and add it to a wall in Tinkercad. Okay, but I find most models I design or you find online, they're normally pretty good. They don't have problems because they've already been tested. Okay, so normally if a model has a problem, people will contact the modeler and they'll say this model has a problem, and the model will correct it and then re-upload. So I find most things I download don't have problems. It's only if I want to change it, if I'm fussy, then I'll edit myself.
Okay, let's
Maybe
see
maybe
comment
because I
with
download a lot of practical prints, they've already been tested. Maybe if you're doing sculptures or models of like characters, maybe they have more issues because they're a more organic structure.
Okay, so William said mesh mixer is great to repair a model. Do you use mesh mixer?
No, I never find I have problems with holes or problems with my models. They're normally pretty good. So very rarely do I need to use mesh mixture or edit my models due to defects.
Okay, now now we have passed about 47 minutes of our live stream. Now let's get to my exciting part, the quiz section to
and
give
answer
away
gifts.
gifts. And guys, please get ready to answer the questions. We have asked Neil to prepare 3 questions, so we will choose 3 lucky winners who answered correct at fastest.
Fastest as well.
Yeah,
To get the
gift, and also one user, one chance. So
one
please,
user can get a 1 filament.
yeah. And if you already answered the first question, please leave the second and third question to other users. Okay, so let's start. Question 1, Neil.
Okay. The first question is, name 3 sites that we can get STL files from. So these are free websites that you would use to searching or downloading STL files from.
Okay, name 3 sites that we get STL from.
Hurry up, guys.
Yeah,
Now is
we have 30
chance
seconds
get
delay for
gift.
our live show, so let's wait for half a minute to wait for our answers.
Yeah, and meantime, I'd like to invite friends here to like and follow our Geeetech page. Here is the link. If you like our live streaming and like our Geeetech printer, please also follow us and also share with more of your friends regarding our products.
Yes. Each week we have live show, so like our page to join our live show. And also, if you want to be our speaker, feel free to contact Spring.
Yes.
Also, you can apply on our official website freely. Okay, let's say if we have visitors answered correct.
We have PF3D.
Yeah,
Says
FP3D, Singers Yegi.
Gripe CAD. I think, and also
Neil, is this
These
this
sites are correct. Yep.
correct?
correct? Okay,
Yep.
so congratulations, you get the first gift, and
Yeah.
later
Yegi actually-
Spring will contact you and to talk with you about the gifts. Please send your shipping address to Spring. Okay,
Yeah.
I think
We have a few
FPCD
more right answers
come
as well.
from.
But you can join in other questions if you don't get.
Okay, let's just say other questions, other answers. See if they are correct or not. just to share more
Yeah.
to our
Oh,
audience.
right.
Thing was Cast 3D STL Founder.
Yeah, these
Okay.
are all
Okay.
okay.
If you are looking for STL files, you can remember these sites to find the STL files you need.
Yep. Yegi's actually a search engine for 3D files. So Yegi's like Google for 3D files, for STLs. So Yegi's a very good site. Okay, so
Yegi is
Okay.
like Google
a search
for
engine.
SQL file.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, exactly.
Search
Yep.
engine.
Okay.
Okay.
From Matt.
From Matt says he added a list from Maker.
So litho themes are like a 3D photo.
Mhm.
So as you shine light through it, you get a photo effect from your 3D print.
Okay. So second question.
Okay, thank you guys for the answers. You can join more questions if you don't get um, get to be the
Okay.
fastest one. Yeah.
The second question is, what are free upgrades Neil has done to his 3D printer? So
What are
free
the key upgrades that Neil has done on his Geeetech A10M 3D printer?
Oh,
Okay, just
Okay, let's name the
yes.
second question first. Okay, see Neil's 3D printer here and name the 3 upgrades.
maybe Neil, you can share your printer and
I'll okay, I'll just
Okay, maybe this question needs take more time. Okay, hi FPCD. You can contact Spring. Okay, contact Spring, and she will talk with you on Facebook. I think Facebook is easier to find Spring.
you can contact our Geeetech official page and then I'll get back to you directly.
Okay, yes. Okay, Neil has a little problem getting into our live, so let's wait a second, and he will get back to us very soon. Share screen. Do not share screen now. Okay. Neil is coming back. You can leave your answer in our comments about the 3 upgrades that Neil has.
We have a few questions, few answers here.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see the answers from our audience first.
William says Dual Z cooling fan auto bed leveling.
And FPCD. FPCD already get the first prize, so we will just display your answer. Yeah. So I said 1 user, 1 chance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do we have
spool mounts, Bowden tubes, and filament splitter. Okay, let's see is Neil ready again? Okay, Neil is coming back.
Neil is back.
Okay, let's see the answers. Let William say. Let Neil decide whether the answer is correct or not. William is the first one.
Okay.
Your-
Dual Z is correct. Cooling fans, not really, because there's no change from original, because originally had cooling fans, still have cooling fans. Auto bed leveling is correct. So you got 2 out of the 3.
2 of
Okay, so I'll just show the printer again.
Okay, William just got two correct.
Okay, so
One is
yep. Okay.
maybe slow down a little bit.
Yep. So
Yeah. So
I've actually a point where I've changed the y-axis mount, the x-axis tensioner, the hot end, the splitter, the purge bucket, the fan shroud, added a third stepper motor, and I've added the LED light. I have a volt ammeter on the power supply to show you the current.
okay.
okay, let's see more answers and who gets the right and also fastest.
Okay.
How about this one?
The spool mounts are original. Okay, the Bowden tubes same as before, and the filament splitter is new. Okay, so you got one correct.
Right.
Okay. New. Okay, this is not the answer. Okay, first prize is already decided. Okay, let's see next. From Jordan. Free filament,
Few months. Fan Sherrod.
hot and Bowden connectors. Are this
The fan shroud, yeah, I've added that. Hot end Bowden connector, I think he means the splitter. Filament mount, I'm not sure what he means. So
okay? Not sure is not the correct
Not-
answer. Okay, next. Matt.
Glass plate. Oh, Matt, we need three answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 upgrades. Okay.
3 upgrades.
Okay.
Yes.
William again answered.
2 out of 3 and
I've also
Yeah.
upgraded internally, like the
We'll check all the
stepper
answers. See if other answered correct or not. Okay. During the auto bed leveling.
And glass bed.
Yep. Okay, so
Okay, so the
Do we have the
I need 3 items.
I think is
yes, 3 upgrades at least.
Okay.
so
I've also, for example, I've
answers 2 correct out of 3. Others are
leveling sensor holder. Yep. Yep.
So Neil, you decide who is the, second prize
prize.
winner.
Okay.
Here we have William, Jordan, Matt.
Okay, I think William Finn, because he done the dual Z, which is a pretty important update, and the auto bed leveling.
Who?
William Finn.
William Finn.
Oh, William.
So he did the dual Z steppers and the auto bed leveling. So they were two pretty important upgrades.
Okay, so William got the second prize. Okay,
Yep.
let's continue the third one.
Okay.
Third question.
Now, previously I mentioned that I had updated the stepper drivers for TMC 2208s.
Oh,
Now,
Neil, can you tell us what's the upgrades that you have done for the printer? Maybe
Yep.
a list of all the things that you have done so that everybody can know as well.
it's probably easy if I just
3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, list
A
them.
lot. I know there's like more than 10.
I will put a short list, which is not everything, but this is what I could remember off the top of my head. So I'll add that to the. Can I add to comments?
Okay, you can send it to Spring, and Spring will put it in our
Yeah.
comment.
I'll send it to the private chat.
Okay. Yes.
Try again. We
Okay.
have one last quiz.
Yes. It will come soon, and Neil will send us his upgrade list.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did
I'll share.
16 upgrades.
18. I'll put it on. I shared it on Facebook. Facebook's more clearer on the Facebook chat. So the list is better on the chat. So copy it from the chat.
Okay, I think now we can have the last quiz.
Okay.
Okay.
Question 3.
Question 3. What's the unique features of the A10 printer, the Geeetech A10M printer? What's its unique features?
Okay. Question 3 is, what's the unique features of Geeetech A10M?
Okay, so not my one, but the one you buy from Geeetech.
At least we so this one you needed to have 2 features at least. 2 features.
Name 2 features of A10M. Unique features of A10M. Okay. Put the question in comment because we have 30 seconds delay. I guess someone is checking on our official website about the features.
I'll be
That's
Googling
fine.
it.
You can check on our official website. There, on our official website, we already listed its features for our users to know more about it.
Yes.
Okay, we already got answers from our friends, and just keep going, and maybe their answers are not correct. So just
nozzles
and
glass
the glass
bed. We don't have glass bed on A20M. Mixing nozzles, no mixing. We have 2 feeders. Only one nozzle.
2 feeders. One nozzle.
Yeah. 2
That's not unique features, William. Okay, answer from Jordan. Yeah. Dual color mixing.
That's right.
Dual color switching. I think
that's the same.
That's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same. One more. You can add one more. So normally you can consider for a printer when you put in your home what's important. Some
Okay.
small hints. Yeah, let's show a little bit about what Neil has done for his printer.
So if you want to do the upgrades for your Geeetech printer, you can check the list that Neil has done and see if it is available on your printer or not. Maybe you are not having 18M. But if you have the 18M, you can also do the same as him.
And maybe add something more based on this.
Yeah. Okay. It seems no more answers.
Do we have more answers for the question of the two features of A10M? Does anyone have more answers?
Okay. Okay, let's see. Unique features. Unique means one. Okay, let's just say one feature. Let's see the three answers. I think
Dual color. I think
yeah.
dual color is the main
dual
feature.
color is the unique feature among the answers. Okay, so congratulations, Jordan. You got the prize. Third prize. Okay, the quiz section is ended. Congratulations to the above three lucky winners, and you answered correct. And thank you for joining our quiz section. And now let's go to our promotion section. Okay, each week on our live show, we will give some discount or promotion information of our filament or about our printer. First is about the promotion on our French Amazon, Amazon.fr. One is the deal for A20, 50% off and plus 20 users coupon. The final price is about 235 instead of 300 users. So that's a big discount. The time is until tomorrow, October 11th. Today now it is October 10th. So take the time if you are interested in Geeetech A20. And final price 235.
2 more days left.
Yes, and the second is a deal for Prusa Pro B, Prusa i3B Pro B. Yeah, 50% off, and final price is 133.65 euros instead of 169. Final time is also until tomorrow, October 11th. Final price 143. And the third deal for French is for filament. Color is black, and the discount is 15% off, and 3 euros coupon code. Final price is 18.24 euros instead of 25 euros. Okay, above three are the promotion for Amazon.fr for Geeetech. And the next is for US. Amazon.fr. Copy it on your messenger. I send it to you.就下面一下 ，Live stream 下面，上面上面，对对对，嗯。From Max.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Only in the US, 50% off and 5 coupon to buy Geeetech solar light. Discount price is $19. Let's put it in our comment. Down, 下面，在下面。Yes, it is only valid until today, October 10th, 1 and 15 p.m. for US only.
So this is like only for today, 1 day still.
Yeah, 1 day promotion. Okay, the second is also for the glue in the dark filament. I think glue in the dark filament is available for the upcoming Halloween. To print something that can glue in at night. Then I think it will be yeah. Glue in dark filament, $22.90.
Yeah, it's actually for tomorrow in United States.
Yeah, it is now October 9th in US.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so the third one. Is there any third one?
I don't think so.
Okay, these are the two discount information for the US Amazon. If you are interested, you can go to our Amazon to get it. Okay, now it is almost the end of our live show. For the winners who win our prize, you can contact our Geeetech official Facebook page and send us a message. Spring will contact you. Yeah. And if you want to be our speaker, feel free to contact Spring or visit our official website to apply to be our speaker. Also, if you have any questions related to your 3D printer, you can create a ticket on our official website. Our technical support will help you solve your problems.
If you have anything you want to say to Neil, you can type in the comments here or ask in the group. He is also in our group. For more information you can just ask him directly as well.
Also, all my prints, all my upgrades are available on Thingiverse. So if you want to post a link to my Thingiverse for the viewers, probably be helpful.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, thank you again for joining us. Thank you, Neil. Thank you for all our friends to join our live stream. Next live stream will be on next Friday or Saturday. Okay, and if you are interested, please join us again every Friday or Saturday. See you next week. Bye
See you
bye.
next week.
Bye bye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys. See you next
Thank
week.
you. Bye.